What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys a quick but in-depth kind of into the character creation of Dune Awakening. Now, this is on my Steam Deck. I am pretty much broadcasting it on my TV. This is going to be coming out May 20th. For anyone who does the special pre-orders, you can get early access-ish. Not really early access because it's the full game on the 15th of May. Now, I've already benched my character. You can do this early, and it will save your character for when you go in and actually play the game. Now, you can recreate a character over and over again. I'm kind of hoping when the actual official release and launch comes out, they actually do let you create multiple characters. But we'll see. Now, to get into full in-depth, here we go. Now, you can go in here to create a character. Might take a minute because this is on Steam Deck and this is meant for a PC, but I'm pretty sure it'll get a decent update once the full game is launched. Now, the importance of your backstory is mainly all due to dialogue, so keep that in mind, okay? When it comes to your abilities, none of that matters. So just go on what you think sounds kind of cool. So you have, the basics. You have all this stuff that you can alter and change through, right? Okay. You have your genders and all that. You have your presets, male, female, all that, right? Especially the Harkonnen / Atreides styles. So, okay. Now, on top of all of this, you have different sizes, all this whatnot, right? Vitiligo. That's in general if you want the vitiligo. A lot of this stuff you will have to manually change because it's already there, so just keep that in mind. Nope. So, the first 3 male voices, the last 3 female voices, just so everyone knows. You have your face types. Now, I mean, the character creation in this is nowhere near as bad as some other character creators you'll see. It's not super in-depth either, but at the same time, I've seen way worse when it comes to character creators. So, he looks really young. Middle age, head details. This literally goes in depth, so you can actually change like cheekbones, chin, nose, all that stuff. Here's your eye color, which you can choose different types of eye color and all that. Okay, sclera, eye details, such as basically choosing 2 different eye colors if you want. Skin blemishes, basically freckles and all that. Skin redness, same thing. Here's your hairstyles, which, not a lot, but at the same time, better than some. Yeah, I've seen way worse choices when it comes to hair details, and you can zoom in, like look at that. You can zoom into that eyeball like no tomorrow. And how you do it, you go onto the face. That's how you zoom in and zoom out. See that? And then the rest of the time, boom. Different hairstyles. Not as close to my hairstyle, but that's close enough. Hair color. Let's go with black. Now, if they do allow me to create multiple characters, oh, I'm definitely going to do that. It's going to be awesome. So that. Kind of wish that the eyebrow color and hair color would match so you wouldn't actually have to change it, but at the same time, I get it. And then here's beard styles. Kind of wish they gave you a little bit better detail of beards, but better than some choices I've seen for beard styles. Oh my god. Beard color, of course, we will go with white. We will go with white. Hell yeah. Actually, I want to see what that would look like. Oh, that looks interesting. Hell yeah. Okay. Now, here's your tattoos, scars, and body markings and all that. Oh, is it on the other side? I think it's on the other side. Can't see it. Oh yeah, it's there. You just can't hardly see it. It's kind of why I like that one, because at least with this one you can actually see it. But yeah, they have a whole bunch of different ones. Hopefully, once again, they'll add some more once the full game comes out. Maybe add in a whole bunch of different ones. Because you have your face tattoo style, you have your body tattoo style, which I usually go with. No, not that one. This one. And then you have your head scar details. And then you can actually change the depth of it too, to the point to where it actually looks way deeper or not as, like, you know, prevalent. And then here you go. Here's your like markings, eyeshadow, and all that. Turn that all the way down. Eyeliner color, lipstick, all that other kind of stuff. Which, unless you choose a color, most of this doesn't matter. But I always just put it all the way down, anyways. Right. I finish. Yep, we will go ahead and do that.
Have they told you what I am?
Yep, totally.
Then I will sift your words.
So this is basically like the beginning of the game. So if you do this early on, you won't have to do this later when the actual full game comes out.
Where were you born?
Now this right here is where it's somewhat kind of important, because it does like determine your beginning character like abilities that you'll have, right? And it tells you right there: dialogue trait, deception, unique emote, hearkening curse. You know what I mean? And it literally will tell you. So all this is basically just dialogue options. So if you're going to be a Harkonnen or help the Harkonnens, it would probably help you a little bit to choose a Harkonnen background, right? Same thing with the Atreides, but there is going to be a third faction that's going to come out later on to help kind of balance out the faction wars, right? But each one, deception, this one, cultured, musician, poet, this one, honorable, Atreides, salute, political, elegant bow. You have technologist, forbidden secret, right? So each one of these will determine on your dialogue traits and a few other things, right? Now, hopefully, like I said before, they allow you to create multiple characters so that you can go in with multiple different backgrounds and see the differences of like how they talk to you and how they treat you. You know what I mean?
A world of water, homeworld of the Atreides.
Hell yeah.
The order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfalluches. A place for every man, and every man in his place.
And then this one, here's your dialogue traits, such as like um, when you interact with specific people, this also brings up specific like dialogue options and or possibly being able to convince people, but that hasn't been mentioned in the game, so that might not be a part of it, but it's definitely going to be specific dialogue options that you'll have with specific characters with their backgrounds. But you have the bondsman, right? Then you have nobility, you have the peon, right? So peon, the vast peasant labor force that drives the imperial engine. Peons are bound to the fief in which they live and are considered the property of their lords. Then you have nobility, a caste reserved for essential members of noble household or retinue. Not familiar, are afforded certain privileges and protections by their status. And then you have bondsmen, which are the educated caste that serve the great houses, which basically, these are slightly a step above the peon, but not, royalty. Let's go with a peon.
You've risen above your station. Most peons go their entire lives without seeing the inside of a starship. You had a mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools.
Yep, and now this is where it chooses your actual like starting abilities. Like this is what you're gonna like start with, right? You have the sword master, which starting ability deflect, enter defensive stance to deflect dart attacks, right? And then close quarters aggression, that helps a lot. And then you have the Bene Gesserit, gives you the physical mastery and manipulation abilities. Voice to compel, which brings people towards you, so that's kind of going to be helpful, right? Then you have the mentats, mental recon and strategy. This will probably be good for people who are like going to be strictly solo or depending on your like background style. But once again, this just determines your beginning abilities. You can go out and find any trainers anywhere in the game and actually mix and match abilities. So it really doesn't matter. Well, I can't say doesn't matter, especially if you're like me and you want to build like the world around your character as well. It will kind of matter on what you do. And then you have trooper, which is basically soldiers. So you have your your soldiers. You have your thinkers, and then you have your manipulators, and then once again also sword master, soldiers. Soldier. This is just up close and personal kind of foot soldier. This is more of like, you're good at like close quarters and far away. More far away. Would be like the person who would be shooting at a distance. Okay, shooting at a distance. This would be close quarters. This is basically just mental manipulation, and this is just tactics. Okay, I like the whole concept of Bene Gesserit, especially with the backstory of this character, who is going to come from Kaladin. He's going to be a peon, but he's a peon who's going to be taught by a Bene Gesserit.
Yes, I have heard of our sisters giving
So
training
interesting
outside
backstory, in
of
my
the
opinion.
chapter house.
Another reason why I want to create multiple characters.
The test is almost complete.
And then this is where you go, okay, yes or no. Yes, I have spoken truth.
Come here. Kneel. Put your
I'm totally going to be making multiple characters if they let us.
I hold at your neck the Gonjabal, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as
I will be playing this on both my Steam Deck and on PlayStation 5 once it comes out. So can't wait on PS5. I'll probably be streaming the crap out of it on PS5.
Everything depends on this. Do you understand?
Definitely be doing a lot of solo play and probably playing with a lot of randoms and or any of my friends or family who end up getting this game. Plan on getting this for my son and my wife. That way, at least I'll have 2 people I can play with it on several occasions.
You speak truth, but here's the rest of it. There is
I have a feeling you're
only
like the 6th person they sent down there with that like VI on your face.
withdraw it and die. An animal will gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain, and we can only be served by humans. Find the friend, wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
But yep, that is literally the character creator for Steam Deck and or on PC. So, like, share, subscribe, check it out. This is going to be an awesome game because it is done by Funcom, and they did Conan Exiles. Conan Exiles was a great game. So keep an eye out for future videos. I might do some smaller videos, probably some shorts throughout until it does get launched and released on PS5 and Xbox, and we'll probably be streaming it then. Do still plan on streaming some Monster Hunter Wild. Gotta do some more of that. Still specifically getting some armor, but love the game. So keep an eye out for Dune Awakening. It comes out in like literally a little over a month. May 20th, May 15th for some people, depending on the edition you get. But it's going to be a fun game. Can't wait to see you all in there. Later, guys.